Hello, everyone, and welcome to Senior Seminar. I wanted to start by welcoming you to the class. I also know that this class tends to come with a lot of stress and anxiety. So I want to assure you that even though our class is online, I am still here and happy to meet with you and help you through the process. So I hope that the process will be very similar, if not easier than face-to-face, but please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. So today in this video, we're going to start by just going through the course requirements, Moodle, the syllabus, and all of those good things. So this is our Moodle page. Note that this is a Block C class, which means it's going to run the full semester. So we have the advantage of the full semester rather than the condensed semesters. Our page in general is organized by week, but this first section covers all the basics that you need in the class. So you'll want to check back here frequently. We'll come back to the syllabus, but I've got this question and answer forum that I encourage you to ask and answer questions here, and I will give you extra credit for participating in this forum, either by asking questions or also by answering questions. I've also got my contact information as well as some general information about your final paper, and I may add more throughout the semester. After that, we've got everything organized by week. You'll see when I review the syllabus, but in general, things are due by Tuesday nights at 11:55 p.m., although there are some exceptions. But what you'll want to do throughout the week is kind of work your way through each item that you need to complete. So going back to our general information, the syllabus is going to be very important. I would encourage you to print it or save it so you always have a copy on hand. So this is what it looks like. I've got my contact information. Email is definitely the best way to get in touch with me. And I respond to emails during the week within 24 hours, but do be aware that I don't respond to emails on weekends or outside of business hours. So please make sure to look at all the assignments and start doing the work ahead of time so that you have the time to contact me and get a response. All right, the syllabus, of course, has our course descriptions and course goals. The course is one of your final courses in the psychology major and is about reflecting on what you've learned and applying your skills to investigate and write a literature review on a topic that interests you in the field of psychology. The goal is really to help you master your skills of writing in a clear and concise manner and critically evaluate psychological research evidence. Note that in terms of textbooks, we are using the newest edition of the APA manual. They did a pretty significant revision in 2019. This includes a revision to the formatting guidelines, and we're using the latest edition, so earlier editions of this book will not work. This is going to be your guide for formatting the paper, and you also have readings from this book, so it's extra important that you actually have a copy of the book. Note that this class is entirely online, so it's essential that you have access to the internet. You'll also need your iPad or some other device to connect. Note that I recommend using an internet browser and not the Moodle app to connect to our course on Moodle. The app seems to have a number of accessibility issues. I've got some information down here about connecting via email and via Zoom. I'll also use the Remind app. So that's optional, but I encourage you to sign up for those reminders, and I've got instructions on how to do that. It's also essential that you have access to Microsoft Office in order to write your own paper and also use track changes to provide feedback for others. So you have access for free through UVA Wise, and I've got instructions here on how to get that if you don't have it already. Okay, in terms of how to succeed, remember that a typical face-to-face full semester course, you'd spend about 3 hours per week in class, plus at least 1 hour outside of class for each hour you spend in class doing things like readings and assignments and prep work. So the same is expected in an online course, which means that you should plan to spend at the very minimum 6 hours per week on this course. A couple of things you can do to help yourself succeed. Do the readings and look at the material early so you have plenty of time to understand it. Do the assignments, especially in this class. These are there to help you and are a significant part of your grade. This is to help you work towards progress on your final paper. Almost every assignment is a step towards your final paper, so they're really important. Also ask questions and read the answers. In addition to emailing me, there's also that question and answer forum if you'd rather ask there. But make sure to contact me early if you're having trouble. Everything in this class is about working towards your final paper, so you cannot wait until the last minute. In terms of course evaluation, there's a mandatory syllabus quiz that you should take as soon as you're finished watching this video and reviewing the syllabus on your own. Then about 20% of your grade will be assignments. Assignments are due on Tuesday nights unless otherwise noted. And again, they're designed to help you develop a better paper. So it's really in your best interest to complete them. Another thing to help you develop a better paper is your individual meetings with me, which will be 5% of your grade. They'll all be one-on-one on Zoom. And these will happen on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So I'll have signups each week on Moodle. And the goal of these is to discuss your work from the previous week. 10% of your grade will be participating in a peer critique of your paper. 30% of your grade will be the final paper itself. So the rubric is on Moodle, and I'll post a separate video going into more detail about this. But the paper will be graded by myself as well as one other psychology faculty member. So we'll go over more details in a separate video. Next, 15% of your grade will be a presentation of your final paper. So same topic, no new research for your presentation. This semester, these presentations will be done on Zoom. And then finally, 20% of your paper is the comprehensive exit exam based on the psychology core classes that you've taken during your time at UVA-Wise. Again, more detail will be posted later on. And then the other thing to look at independently is the student expectations and course policies. So please make sure to read and review those. Okay, going back to our Moodle page, a second really important document is the course schedule, which looks like this. I've again got it broken down by week. It basically mirrors what's on the Moodle page, and it tells you what you need to do every week. So you can print this off or save it and check items off as you finish. Or I'm trying something new where I have these course completion check marks. So you can go through and actually check items off when you've completed them each week on Moodle as well. So whatever system works for you, but I encourage you to do one or both of them consistently. Okay, in terms of what's going on this week, we need to jump right in. So we've got some introductory things to start with. We've got an Introduce Yourself forum. And then the syllabus quiz, which I already mentioned. The goal is to just make sure that you've read the syllabus and really understand it. So once you finish those things, you can check them off. I've also asked you to complete a checklist of the core classes that you have taken in your time as a psychology major. So this is just to help me organize and prepare for the exit exam. And then there's also two other kind of administrative things, two different doodle polls to assess your availability. The first one actually needs to be completed by Friday, August 28th at noon. This one, I'm trying to schedule a presentation with one of our librarians for next week. So I need you to do that as soon as possible so that I can figure out a time when people are available. Although that will be recorded, so if you're not available at whatever time we pick, you will be able to watch it later on, but it would be great if you can come because then you will be able to ask questions. The other one is due on Tuesday, as most of your science assignments are. This is to assess general availability. So I have specific dates listed, but really I don't care about the dates. I'm just trying to figure out the times in the week that work best for you. Okay, next, getting to the actual content, you'll read chapter 1, sections 1.1 to 1.10 in your APA manual. There will soon be a Welcome to Senior Seminar video, which will go over some of the basics of what you'll be working on this semester, so you'll need to watch that as well. And then by the end of the week, what you're gonna do is propose two potential final project topics. So to start that, I've got a 10-minute free write to get you brainstorming where you wanna go. For this, the content's not graded, it's just whether or not you've completed it. And then you'll complete your final topic approval form. So that form looks like this. You will need a working title of your paper. For each of these topics that you're proposing, you'll need a working title, you'll need a working thesis. So your paper is going to need to make some kind of argument. So you need to start thinking about that now. And then for each one, you also need to have 2 articles that support your topic. Basically just to show that yes, there is in fact some kind of research on this. So you've got 2, you actually need to propose 2 topics, basically in case your first topic doesn't work out, so you're already thinking about a backup. So all of these assignments that are listed in week 1 are due by Tuesday night at 11:55 p.m. So that is the basic structure of how the class will work. If you have any questions, please contact me via email, and I look forward to hearing from you and reading your instructions on the Introduce Yourself forum and getting into what kind of topics you're thinking about.